One, two, three. Hey guys! Good morning. Today, what are we doing? Today we're actually going to be talking about why I, so today we're going to talk about why I quit my job and find a new one. That's right. So I quit my job, but at the same time, I was actually actively looking for one. So I guess that doesn't count as quitting your job. I was actually looking for another job. I think that's the right term right there. So I'm going to run through the reasons why I quit my old job and accepted a new offer. And hopefully you will all find this very helpful. So I hope you will find this very helpful in the future, or if you yourself, you're actually thinking about, oh man, should I take that offer? Should I just stay here because I'm happy? I'm happy with the people I'm working with. And we'll go all through the reasons why you should and you should not quit your job. Okay, reason number 1 is the money. That's right. So one of the reasons why I switched to a new job was the money. They offered me a better offer, substantially more. And I thought, well, if I'm gonna go do that and not have to go overtime, well, I might just go ahead and do that. But there's actually more to it than just the money. All right, reason number 2 is family. So what I really wanted to do, or one of the reasons why I wanted to switch job, was to spend more time with family. It's one thing to have money, but if you have all the money in the world and you don't have a family to look forward to, then you're really not working for anything other than paying your mortgage, your debt. I have a substantial amount of debt. That's why I'm working so hard. And I'm also doing YouTube. So hopefully somebody will sponsor me and give me $1 million. That's not going to happen. But anyway, I'm not really looking for sponsors. So that's reason number 2 is family. So if family is important to you, then you got to, work with family, whether, doing 3 shifts is better, but it's at night, or doing 4 shifts, but it's at days. So, you kind of have to balance it out. And, when I'm here at night, one of the reasons why I wanted to switch days was I'm working 4 nights. And on that day that I'm off, I'm actually asleep. So I'm actually just awake, probably for just 2 days, and I gotta get my body ready for, a night. So maybe a day and a half, really. It didn't really add up in terms of math and the money. So that's why I was like, oh, really? It doesn't all add up. And if I switch to days, then, I'm gonna take a pay cut. And that's gonna be one of my following reasons. All right, reason number 3 is management. Not that management doesn't care about you, but if management is willing to, work out with you. Say, since I was working nights, if I told them if I work days, well, I didn't really actually tell them. I just assumed that this was going to be their answer. So if I switched days, I was going to take a substantial amount of pay cut. And compared to what the other company offered me, it was really a no-brainer. They offered me more money to work days over there than where I was from. So I was like, yeah, I'll probably take that offer, please. Reason number 4. Reason number 5. I lost count. Now that everything now that I have decided that, everything, oh man, maybe I should go to the other job because, most of my decisions lean to that side. Well, you gotta think about the others, your coworkers. So now that you've been working several years at your original job, you start to think, the job really becomes more bearable, not because of the people you work with. It's really all about the people you work with. And that makes working a whole lot better, in my opinion. And for me, it was really hard because, I like working with these people. They're the best people to work with. And because I worked at a trauma hospital, and, it was top notch. Whenever, trauma came in, like everybody just, their mind was already primed to do trauma. So everything was automatic and we could get anybody, in the room in just 2 minutes. We can have everything open. We're just ready to cut skin, and then bam! Ready to save lives, baby. But so that was kind of like a really tough decision for me to make, because really it's all about the people you work with.
Who's there? Who's there? Is there a baby in there?
Oh, wait a minute. All right, and what really put the nail in the coffin that made me really decide that I should, switch jobs was that guy. I mean, yeah, seriously, was, a friend of mine told me that, you got to do what's right for your family. And, he was right. I got to do what's right for my fam, because, all the work you do is for your family. And you got to think about a lot of things. You got to think about, paying off your, cost of living, paying your debt, paying your car, your mortgage, everything. So you got to keep that all into account in switching jobs. That's the primary goal. And if you don't have family, then, think about yourself. This vlog is really just for families, but, if you're looking at this vlog and asking, Lester, how did you decide to switch jobs and leave, the family, your work family behind? And that was it. I got to think about, my family at home. And, what's right for them and what's right for me. Because, my situation is different from yours. And, you gotta think about what's important to you. To me, I started to look into getting a new job because, I needed to provide better for my family and be there for my family. At first, it really made sense to just do 3 days, just do 3 days of working, and then, spend the rest of my entire week with my family. But it was at night, so I really lost maybe a day or two just sleeping and not really spending quality time with my family. Sure, I was at home, but I was knocked out dead. And, my son would come up to my bed and he would smack me with his tablet. I'm like, pah! Wake up, Daddy! Yeah. Kiss. Kiss. Dada. So, yeah. Yeah, if you're thinking about switching a new job, do what's best for you. Do what's important for you. All right, so once you've done everything, I suggest you put it all on paper. When you do reason 1, reason number 2, or reason number 3, positive, or towards staying and then towards leaving and accepting a new offer, put it in paper. That way, when you do decide to jump ship and say, okay, these are the benefits that I'm getting if I leave, and these are the benefits if I stay, and then weigh those two together, and then put the most important reason in the middle and say, what is best for whatever, for yourself. Okay, for yourself, it's pretty simple. But when you have other people to consider, you have your wife, your partner, if you have kids, or if you're like other folks, they have their nieces and nephews or their grandkids, do that kind of thing. Because for me, what is important for me for now is time with my family. And nothing can ever trump that one, because I could die in the next couple of days, and I didn't have enough time with my son. I didn't have enough time with my wife. I didn't get to enjoy my marriage, or I didn't get time to enjoy life with my son. I didn't get to raise my son. My wife is raising my son because I'm not at home. I'm not doing anything. See that? If I was working nights, I wouldn't be able to do this. So yeah, I hope this video helps you decide on whether or not to stay or to leave your job. Hopefully I've given you powerful insight, powerful advice, and maybe not as powerful, but an important one. So I can help you move forward with your life, just as I have mine. I am happy with my decision because I put it on paper. I remember what I did it for, and I put myself in that position and be like, okay, this is what I decided, and this is where we will go forward. Of course, there were some disadvantages. Okay, we didn't discuss the disadvantages, but the disadvantages of leaving was, I'm moving on forward to a different place. I don't know anybody. Okay, I don't know whether the people will be just like the people I have here at my current job. But my reason against that was, well, I started out new. I was nobody when I began working at my previous job. I was nobody. Nobody knew me. Well, a couple of people knew me, but they didn't know what I was capable of doing. Whether I'm just somebody, just just put Lester in that room right there, and he'll be all right. Or somebody can actually do a job. So that's definitely one of the reasons why I was very apprehensive in accepting a new offer. Was, I'm leaving the people I know who work very hard, who knows how to do cases, and who knows how to react in certain emergencies. Whether as opposed to, I don't know anybody. You're going to an unknown place, and going to somewhere unknown is kind of scary, but you got to think about your reason why you want to leave and keep it in the center. That way, when you go switch to the new job, you have that main focus is to provide for your family, do what's best for your family, or do what's best for you, do what's best for your nieces and nephews, grandkids, your brother, your sister, your family, your mom. If you're by yourself, if that's what's important to you, do it and keep it in the center. And keep it in the center until you expand your family, until you branch out. Oh, okay, I can make friends with this person. This person can help me grow in this, in this company, or this person can help me grow in this company, and this person can grow, until you have like your own. And then again, you build your own work friends, is what I call it, and work family, until you build your own work family. So, and then your heart will be at ease and everything will be good again, just like your previous job. And then, your heart will learn to love it. Just like everywhere you work. I work in different places, in different sectors of it, in different industries, and they're all the same. You will find a work family when you get there, and you'll notice it once you start working. I'm actually pretty happy with my current employer because they really value me as an asset to the company, and I was like, oh man, this is probably the best company to work for. And I really feel it, and I've already made some friends. They're kind of like the same friends that I have at my previous job. I have the person who hates everybody. I have a happy person who's always happy, who's always singing. There's one. I have somebody who people call, who's lazy, but actually does a pretty good job. And I just love it.